Welcome to Check Your Day, the daily podcast with Renča, aka your guide through the jungle called Czech. We spend 5 minutes from Monday to Friday to get better at one topic in Czech. Ahoy, welcome! A new episode is here, and today I would like to talk about my student because sometimes it's important to hear stories of other people. They may really inspire you and you may get the right fuel or ideas for your own learning journey. I think it's extremely important. So for this series, I decided to share with you either key moments in my own learning journey or stories of some of my students, because they have been, or we all have been, through a lot. It's inevitable when you study a foreign language. It's not only about learning a language, it's about self-discovery, basically. So I hope this story will help you, because this person has overcome tons of difficulties and definitely is on the right path to achieve his goal. That means to be able to understand and talk to Czech people more and more. He already manages, but there is always space for improvement, you know. I got contacted by Scott about, more than 1.5 years ago. And he shared with me that nothing had worked for him. He tried the traditional way of learning Czech. That means group courses, learning from books and this stuff. He got really frustrated because he saw no results. Like, he put effort, but no results showed up. Which sucks. It's really frustrating. So what we agreed on was, okay, let's take a leap of faith. I told him I have a method I have been working on for some time. It's not been tested yet much, but if you are willing to try it, you will see. Give it a try for a few weeks, then you can decide if you want to continue or not. And he agreed, and that was it, you know. And these are the key moments, because if he didn't give it a chance, I wouldn't have the chance to work on my method. Why wasn't he successful? That's the question. Why wasn't he successful in the traditional courses? Number one, he needed a totally different approach because he is a visual learner. He didn't know. And basically everybody needs to interact in the foreign language on daily basis. That's why so many students fail. You need frequency and consistency. If you do something only once a week, you can't achieve that. It's impossible, basically. And that's why we started with 15-minute lessons. And the goal was for him to learn Czech without learning any cases, So the biggest challenge was to teach him Czech without any charts, any cases, to have fun, to enjoy the lessons, of course, because otherwise I wouldn't be willing to do that. And so that he would be able to basically function in Czechia, because it was really frustrating for him. He didn't understand basic situations, basic interactions in a shop, or he couldn't communicate with his colleagues. Well, most of them knew English really well, but you don't want that when you live in the Czech Republic, right? And we started. It's been such an amazing journey. I have tried so many new things just to find a way to make it work for him. And we have had so much fun. It's not always sunshine and roses, of course, because learning a language is about overcoming certain difficulties. But I think with the right approach and with the right support, it can be real fun. Why I am talking to you about Scott? I asked him yesterday, can you see any difference? Or when you compare your situation now and what it felt like, let's say, a year ago, can you see any difference? And the answer, oh my God. You know, it was so rewarding because he started sharing like it's incomparable. He understands, like his colleague shares some details from her life, what she did during the weekend and what they did at home and this stuff. I can't go to the details. Scott is able to share plans and deals with situations in normal life in Czech, and it's fantastic. You know, it's like, oh my God, without knowing a single case. See, people don't need that. I am not saying that cases are bad, but if you are the kind of a learner who really struggles and the method with cases is like a horror movie for you, don't give up. There are different ways. And that's the thing, like it's about finding the right approach with the right tutor. I don't teach all of my students without cases, but as you can see, it's totally possible. Scott is a clear example. And how it's possible, it's thanks to our 15-minute lessons every day from Monday to Friday. And it's not about like you don't set up the alarm clock for 15 minutes. I have my lessons well thought, and it seems like we are only talking, but there is a method behind it, and this method has helped him acquire the language basically in a similar way that the kids do. So yeah, everything is possible if you give it a chance. And I know that Scott will get even better because he enjoys the lessons. We have so much fun while learning. That's the best, that's the top. And I would like that for all of you. And that's why I started this podcast, so that you can see that there are more options, not just the traditional one. Mějte se krásně, get inspired, and definitely live your life because it's so worth it. Ahoj!